Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm not really sure what I'm gonna name this channel yet. I don't know, but I've really been inspired by Xcode and Austin FFA, Luna and them. They make amazing stories. I want to make stories like them. I feel like I have some really great stories that'd be awesome to tell to you guys. I feel like it'd be really entertaining. So, I just want to get started with the first one. And this one actually happened yesterday, which was really crazy. Stupid decision. I wish I would have never done it, but happens. Can't do anything about it now. So yesterday, me and my parents, or not my parents, it was me, my mom, my grandma, and my brother and my two sisters. So we go to a Myers. It's kind of far away. It's probably like 10, 20 minutes away, right? So we go there. Um, Everything is going good. We're grocery shopping, right? Going around grocery shopping, doing our thing. And I really need a pair of headphones, right? So I look over, I go over to the electronics, and I'm like, oh, those headphones look really nice right there. They were like Bob Marley or something. They were rust colored, right? So you know, I'm like, oh, these are real nice. So I take them off the shelf. I'm with my grandma, like I'm grocery shopping with my grandma. And my mom's doing her own thing, right? So I go over to my grandma. I have these in my hand, and I'm like, hey, grandma, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick, right? So I go to the bathroom, quickly unpackage everything. I put them, like, if you look, say, okay, I got my pants. So here's where my pants and my belt and then my boxers right here, right? I had them like in the space in between here, right? So I was thinking, all right, I'm good. And we were walking around. We were probably in there for another hour and a half, right? And I keep on seeing these people following me and following me. And I remember one of Luna's stories, and he was talking about asset protection. Yeah. So I kept on seeing this lady following me, and I was like, this is kind of sketchy, right? So anyway, I didn't really think much of it. I just kept on doing my thing. So we get up to the cashier, ring everything up, do all that. So we walk out this. So we start walking out the door. This big fat dude pushes me back, and he's like, "You need to come with us. You need to come with us." And I'm like, "Oh, great, here we go." So I tell my grandma to go ahead and put the groceries in the car and do all that stuff, right? So he takes me back to my office, to his office, and he's like, "You got to keep your hands out of your pocket." I'm like, "Okay." I didn't have my hands in my pocket anyway, right? So they're down on my side. And he's like, "No, you need to walk with him out." So I'm going like this. And he's like, "Yo, you don't have to do all that." So put him down there, and then he's walking like shoulder to shoulder with me. He has his shoulder like on me, and this lady was with him. I guess she might have been the manager or something like that. So we go back into this back room right next to the bathroom that I threw this box away in. Like I took the headphones out and threw the box away into the trash can, which was actually really stupid. So yeah, I did that. It was an office right. I thought they were gonna take me to the bathroom and show me what happened. So anyway, we go into this room. They're like, "You know what this is about?" I'm like, "No, I have no clue what this is about." And they're like, "Okay, well," and then they put the box on the counter. That was the box from the headphones, and I'm like, "Oh." So then they asked me. They didn't even ask me where they were or anything at this point. They straight put me up against. I don't even think they had a right to search me, honestly. So they put me up against the wall, had me put my hands up against the wall, spread my legs. Dude searched me and everything, and he was like, "Where'd you put him? Where'd you put him? We can't find him." I'm like, "Did you even have the right to search me? I could get the cops up here right now." So then they were kind of like, "Oh well, if you tell us where it is, we won't have the authorities involved or anything." So I was like, I'm not trying to catch a case. I'm not trying to have the cops involved. So I took him out of my little boxer thing, gave it to him, and they were like, "Oh well, okay, well, at least you didn't. At least you gave us respect. At least you did this and that." So anyway, I knew I was fucked. So they call my mom in. My mom comes in. She starts flipping out. I'm like, oh. So she's flipping out on him. I tell lady and dude sorry. We get outside, go to the car. We're in this huge argument, yelling, screaming at each other, and then she tells me to get out the car. So I get out the car, and I end up walking probably halfway home. And this Myers is probably a good 30 miles from my house, at least like a 5-6 hour walk. So I get out the car. There's a McDonald's right next to this Myers, so I go chill in the McDonald's for like 15 minutes, cool off, because it was a it was really hot yesterday, so I'm in there doing my thing, and before you even know it, I'm halfway home. Next thing I know, my dad pulls up, and he's like, "Why the hell are you walking?" I'm like, "Mom made me walk." And he's like, "Well, that's kind of fucked up." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know." So anyway, we get home. Um, I told my dad that I wasn't going home. I said, I can't live there anymore, dealing with Mom. So anyway, he's he's a really good parent, right? So he calms me down. He calms my mom down. He talks me into going back home. So I go back home. He tells me to just go down to my room. He's gonna calm my mom down until he's gonna calm her down. So I go downstairs for the night. They didn't even get any dinner or anything. I don't know what happened about that. I wasn't trying to go upstairs, So pretty much what happened. I went downstairs. I stayed up till about maybe 12:30, 1 maybe. I was trying to smoke, but I'm not gonna. I was all depressed, I was thinking, oh, I'm so stupid. Why did I do that? So anyway, I wake up this morning, right, and my dad wakes me up, and because I have little sisters and little brothers, and my brother's 2, and my sisters are both. I got twin sisters, and they're like a year and a half, right? So he wakes me up and he says, "You better go do something. You better go get to work. Go do something. Clean the garage or something until your mom gets up. Because if she gets up and she realizes that you're just that you're in bed or you're just screwing around, she's gonna be real pissed, right?" So I cleaned the whole garage, cleaned everything in the garage, and it took me a while. It took me at least 2 hours probably, and then we have this back porch where my mom smokes her cigarettes and my dad smokes his weed, and I smoke. So I went out there, cleaned that. My mom walks out, right, and she's now keep in mind, before my punishment was she was talking about yesterday. She took my phone and all that and did all that stuff. I'm like, I'm pretty much 18 years old. How are you gonna take that stuff? But anyway, back to the part that I was at. I was cleaning this room. My mom walks outside, right? I don't say anything to her. She sits down, sparks up a cigarette, and she's like, "Sit down, we need to talk." And I'm like, "Okay." First thing, as soon as I sat down, I said, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean the stuff that I said, I was just really angry, all that stuff." And then she understood. I told her sorry, told her I loved her, gave her a hug, and she said, "Okay, well, you can have your phone back and do all this stuff." And she pretty much gave me my phone back, all this shit. And then I still ended up, I cleaned up, the kitchen and the living room. I cleaned hella shit. So that's probably what got me off the hook. And then apparently they're mailing me a fine in the mail. They said it's going to be anywhere from $60 to maybe, they said $160. So I got to pay that, so that's going to suck. So yeah, hopefully this teaches you guys to never steal from a store, because those asset protection guys, they sit there and they'll watch those cameras. That's their whole job, is to sit there and watch those cameras. And then they have that lady was walking around watching me. She was watching me the whole time to make sure I didn't steal nothing else, right? They knew my whole plan. They knew exactly what I did. They even told me my conversation I had with my grandma when I went to the bathroom. So yeah, those guys don't fuck around. I would not suggest fucking with stealing shit from a grocery store, especially when there's cameras. This place had cameras everywhere. I thought I was cool for real. Apparently not. Well, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe. I have so many life stories I can tell. I got my inspiration from Luna and Xcode. I'll put both of their channels in the description for you guys. Yep. Nothing else to really say, My first video. Subscribe to me, like me, share me to your friends, because I'll probably post a couple videos today, So, anyway, peace out, guys.